Breaking inputs coming in some slow, snail-paced developments on the BHU case here, with the Uttar Pradesh police springing into action. The police has now summoned as many as 20 people in this matter, which also includes the former proctor of the university, Mr. Singh. Remember, the former proctor had resigned just 2 days ago in the wake of that violence and those clashes. So 20 people now having been summoned by the police. How many of these include the administrative staff of the BHU? We're going to be getting in those details in just a bit, but it's a confirmation that the former proctor, Singh, having been summoned as well. We have with us our senior correspondent, Amir Haq, getting us further inputs here on these 20 who've been summoned. Amir, please go ahead. Amir, is my voice going through, please? We're going to be reconnecting. Yes, we're going to be reconnecting with Amir on that in just a bit. But these are breaking inputs coming in what is largely being seen as a snail-paced developments with much reluctance by the UP police, with these ongoing investigations onto the incident, which is now close to a week. The lathi charge, the brazen lathi charge on BHU students, including female students, that happened on Saturday last weekend. Today you have the Uttar Pradesh police finally springing into action in 20 people who have been summoned for further questioning in this matter. One confirmation out of these 20 who've been summoned is that this also includes the former proctor, the former chief proctor of the Banaras Hindu University, Mr. Singh, who has been summoned for further questioning on what exactly happened that night. Why was the police called in? Why was the police present in such large numbers, in almost half a police force there at the BHU campus, choosing to ruthlessly lathi charge protesting students? And a bare basic demand there that the students had, especially girl students, of safety in campus, of security in campus, and action be taken against molesters and eve-teeters. Those dramatic visuals on your screens of last Saturday night, when almost half a police force of the city chose to lathi charge the students. In further inputs here coming in on the BHU case itself, where after massive outrage that we've seen for the past 1 week, you have the UP governor that has finally stepped in on this matter. Mr. Ram Naik states here that the centre is waiting for the report and the findings on the BHU clashes, and once it is out, action might be initiated against the Vice-Chancellor Tripathi. This, of course, being on a very meek voice on action to be taken against the Vice-Chancellor Tripathi. There should have been far stringent action that should have been taken several days ago in the wake of these ruthless lathi charge on the students. This is what the governor has stated. Let's take a listen in.
लॉ एंड ऑर्डर का जो इशू है उसके बारे में योगी आदित्यनाथ जी की सरकार उस पर निर्णय करेगी, और शिक्षा क्षेत्र के साथ संबंधित जो विषय है, यानी वहाँ कुलपति का व्यवहार ठीक था नहीं था, इसके बारे में केंद्र सरकार करेगी.
On those two quick developments here that have come in, let's get in our correspondent Apurva with those details, who's of course been on ground there in Varanasi and speaking to several students in this latest development. One being an assurance, of course, much belated, that many would say, Apurva, that's now coming from the state governor as well.
Well, absolutely. The UP governor Ram Naik has stepped into this entire clash. The fact that it is coming days after the clash broke out inside the Banaras Hindu University, now the governor has assured some kind of justice there for the students, saying that prompt action will be taken after the report is out. And he has, of course, sought to report as well on this entire BHU clash, clearly stating that this matter is not going to be resolved any.
Okay, we're going to be trying to reconnect with Apurva on that in just a bit, but what is largely being seen as a much belated response and a rather meek assurance that has also now come in from the state governor of Uttar Pradesh, Mr. Ram Nayak, saying that the centre is awaiting the report on the findings of this incident, and only then can it be possible, if at all, action that needs to be taken against the Vice Chancellor Tripathi. Those are the dramatic developments here, of course, coming in after much outrage there. The BHU now has chosen to appoint its first woman chief proctor. After the former proctor O.N. Singh chose to step down in the wake of that violence, the newly appointed proctor there being Mrs. Roena Singh has said that a committee will now be proposed to address the students' grievances, and also a helpline for the university students will soon be set up.
एक कमेटी हम प्रपोज कर रहे हैं जिसमें प्रिवेंशन एंड क्योर के जितने मेजर्स हैं हम उनको मद्देनजर रखते हुए we are going to talk to the coordinators, the admin wardens, the entire proctoral board. We will try to sensitize those girls to call to those helpline numbers. हम ये चाह रहे थे जो हमारी PhD scholars हैं who are among the students to whom these girls relate to first, हम इनको भी अपने साथ लाने की कोशिश करेंगे जिससे कि हमको एक तो जल्दी बातें पता चले और हम उन तक पहुंच सकें। यूजुअली ये कम्युनिकेशन गैप ही सब जड़ों मतलब सब लड़ाई की जड़ होती है। Proposed committee, we will be sitting down together with all the coordinators of the girls and boys. We would set up a plan which would be flexible to all.
That's the kind of assurance, of course, that's coming from the new chief proctor, and this is exactly the tone in which the vice chancellor of the university should have been speaking to the students, but not so. In yet another shocking disappointment, he believes that by speaking up about molestation and demanding better safety for women within the campus, students have actually outraged the modesty of the victim instead of standing up for her. And this is in a video that has emerged from the BHU premises, where the Vice Chancellor can be seen in having a first meeting of sorts with these girl students, instead choosing to lecture them, telling them that it was their duty to keep quiet on the matter.
तुम दफतर तुम वही शुरू करोगी। इस बात तुम्हारी सीनियर टीचर्स नहीं लौट के चलो बात जो भी है लौट के वापस